Yeah, I'll start the video out with this old boy. He's had to be in his cage. I'm gonna have to come in here and clean up this mess. He makes a mess sometimes, I won't kid. I hate to keep him in his cage. See all these crumbs and stuff. I'm gonna have to wash all this. You ever feel like no matter how much work you do, it just seems like there's twice as much when you're all done with it? That's the way it seems to me. Man, I've been busy all day, for days I have. I'm trying to get stuff for videos, that's just how it is. Not many finds on this one. I got a few marbles, some interesting broken things like salt glazed crocs in the dump, maybe a couple pointers up there. I'll have to edit a bunch of footage out. I've been looking pretty much all the time. Went to the river today, forgot my water, stayed, I don't know, close to 3 hours till I felt like I was just gonna die without a drink. It's like 90 some degrees with 90% humidity, but I found a nice lancet, and then we'll look at, I don't even know what else I found. I think there's a clip of a broken arrowhead from yesterday, but not much. I've been sifting too. I'm gonna go to a different place tomorrow and keep trying. I'll find something nice this week at least. It's hard to find this stuff. But here's Squirrel Buddy. Tell him you're out now, buddy. I like you too. Look at him holding on to me. I like you too, buddy. I like you too. He just got fresh fruit. Come on, get up here and eat some fruit. I know you want some. Look here. Here. He's wanting to play with him, but I'm gonna go in and work on the video, and thanks for watching. I'll try to find some better stuff in the next one, but there's a bunch of mail call stuff on this one and I had to do it, but there's some cool stuff and there's some good letters. Later, Faye. Alright, I'm walking up a hill to a dump. I know a lot of you people want me to do the arrowheads and the bottles and the marbles. I'm putting in an effort. It's hard to find stuff this time of year on dumps. It's, you know, the noonday suns. It's getting close to noon. It's gonna be hot. It's about 90, I would guess, with about 90% humidity. But I'm gonna go up here and stay as long as I can and get whatever I can in clips. Hopefully I can find a nice handful of marbles. Best case scenario, I find a salt glazed crock with blue letters on it. You know how I love these. But I will get back at you on my first find later. I haven't been up here for a while, and you can see this was all dirt from digging. You can see these places just get overtaken. Within a year, you won't even be able to tell I dug here. It's on a slope. Look at this. Oh man, it's a mess. I need to try to get this out of here. Try to do that today. I'm gonna look around right in here and then maybe go up in there, I don't know. Try to get some finds. You can see there was crocs. I remember finding this in here. That's a salt glazed croc. A gray one that probably had writing on it. It's all broke up, that stinks, but there might be a whole one in here someplace. What I'm trying to do, go back in here. It's all undug back in here. And it's really dry soil too. You can see it just depends on this dump. I get in pockets of real old stuff. This is right over a lip. Could be anything laying here from 1880 to 1950. That's the only problem. Get my rake out and rake through here. That's off a caulking gun. Look at that. It's where the stuff would come out. But anyway, I'll get back at you. My first find. Man, that would have been cool. Some kind of cup. It's even got painting, hand painting on it. That's a shame. There's crocs back in here. That's got a really weird lip on it. Look at that lip on that salt glazed crock. That's a shame that's broke. I don't know where I threw the here. Like, see, right here's one. and this is URG, comma WV, and this would be a Donahoe. Parkersburg, West Virginia salt glazed crock. That would have been worth at least, like, it's a small one, I'd say $150. That's too bad. So we know there's crocks up in here. And what the, oh, that's glass. That's a shame. That's a very unique crock. Later, it's a day of heartbreaker so far. There's another. That's one of them brown and white ones. You can see where it changes into the white color. Brown glaze up here, but still would have been an awesome find. All busted up. And there's some older, that's a whiskey. That doesn't look like, that's a pretty older bottom. Can't tell you much about it, but why it's like that, but that's an older bottle. I'm finding stuff like Whitehall. There's just stuff mixed all in. Yeah, I'm happy to get anything on a day like today. I mean, there's mosquitoes everywhere. I don't know if you can see them. They're just flying around, biting me everywhere. I even have on bug spray. They're still nailing me. But right here I got a marble, and I wiped it a little bit. It's got color on it. And it feels like it's in really nice condition. All right, it's one of these clear base ones. I think these are vitro agates. Look at that. Look at that. Completely clear. You can see all the way through it, and it's got that veneer of color on the outside. Let me wipe this off and I'll show you in more detail, but it's got nice lavender and clear windows looking all the way in. That's a frameable nice one. I'll get back in a second. All right, here she is. That's a beauty. You can see that's pretty cool. I like these clear base ones. That's in really nice condition too. Good find. Later. Oh boy, I can usually find the marbles, but tell you what, it's hard work getting them. I got another one here. Looks to be nice condition. It's a yellow cat eye. Right there. It is real nice condition. Not any cracks. A lot of these are cracked up, and this one is not. Pretty nice. Just an average marble, but when you're trying to fill frames like I am, that little spot right there, you can see the mosquitoes. Yuck. You know, say the marble, buddy. The little spot on it, there's a rust stain. It'll come right off after I soak it. Probably scratch it off now, but not bad. And the mosquitoes are bad, but that's kind of a cool little bottle. It's got like embossing on it, but it's just like little, and it's got a real weird top on it. I don't know what that'd be. It's a little, I doubt it's a whiskey like that. I'd say it's some kind of sauce. Maybe lemon juice, but I doubt that. Some kind of extract or something, I don't know. But there's old stuff in here. You saw the Crocs. That's aqua. And that is the top piece. This would have come up and had the threads on it here. That's an old cone, like mason, probably one of the 1858 ones, or one of the ones that says Atlas on it. And I've been finding another piece of aqua glass. So there's old stuff in here. It's just, you can see this is a rock face that goes, it's coming straight down, and the stuff thrown over it is all laying in here. So I'm gonna have to get busy and get this cleaned out with a shovel. I ought to be able to find a few more things. I can't stay as long as I usually do today because I have to go to Lowe's and get pesticide and spray my parents' house, like exterminate it. So I'll have to get on that later. This is one of these Cousteau bottles, and it's amber, and I've never seen one this small. They're all bigger than this that I've found. It says for 1/2 bottle, pour to here. There's a line, and then up here it's embossed CERTO, something US Patent Office. Several day makers already. Right there's an embossed medical. It's early 1900s. That's over 100 years old. That stinks. All these Crocs, and look how grown up it is. I'm just trying to clear off some places almost today just to find a place to look. I'm getting tired already. But I'm gonna go knock that shelf off and go down in there a little bit. I moved from that spot I was in. Did a bunch of digging for 2 marbles, but I'll try in here. I found some really good bottles under this tree, including a hot soda, lots of old beers, just a crock, multiple crocks right in here. Later. The kind of stuff you have to go through if you want to find bottles where I live. Oh! See what I mean? Whew. That felt pretty good on the old buttocks. Oh man. Now I'm down here. I always look these slips. Right there's I would guess that's a shoe polish. These usually have like ounces up at the top. Right up in here. It says 2 something. There's no embossing on it. But that's a shoe polish. I think it says 2.5 ounces. I might take it, put it in a box. But I always look at stuff. See, there's glass all on the side of this hill. There's a bottle right there, but screw top. Yeah, there's a bottom, say, of a Mason with a 6 on it. This is a slip, and look at that cap still on that. I'm gonna take that cap for another bottle. No embossing on it. It's like a 50s wine or something. But I'll get back if I see anything. There's potential. I'm gonna go that way. That dump's real grown up, and I mean, I'm just bit all to heck. I'm going to walk this way and see if I can't see any other places to dig for the next trip. I'll get back if I see anything. I'll show you. See, there's a bottle there, but that's a newer beer. Right there's a cap. It's just hard to tell what'll come out of these banks after a real heavy rain or another slip. There could be anything laying here. Where I'm at. Jeez, I can't even get up out of here, but I did find one of these IBC soft drink embossed. You know, this is probably from the 60s or 70s. It's no deposit, no return. But I'm gonna take it. I don't have that bottle. Put it out on my garage in the shelf. It's an embossed soda. Later. This is the turn of a road. That's why I'm walking down in here. Right there's the guardrail. You see this bank slipping. If there was a dump here, you'd see the glass right in this wall. You'd see some older stuff, maybe 50s, and the older stuff would be down in there. This is how I find stuff, but you can see how grown up it is. That's multiflora all down in there. I'm all cut up. At least I get to see some pretty flowers. But I'm getting up out of here now. Next clips, or I'll probably put these clips at the end since I didn't find much. I got 8 or 9 bottles in there, but nothing great. I got a couple little blue ones and stuff I didn't show, but I did get 2 marbles. I'll maybe put them in the frame and show you that too, but that's it for the dumps today. When I get that kayak, I'll be able to go up creeks and comfortably look for bottles. So they told me it'd be about a month, so we will get back on this end later. I left the dump, got home, hurried up and switched my boots to my hip waders, and I am out on the river, as you can see. Get down here and see the river dropped about 6 inches. It was heavy. It was a bass tournament. It was heavy boat traffic yesterday, so we're going to see if anything washed out. There's no boat traffic today. There probably won't be all week. This is about the only day that I think I might have a chance of finding something laying out. Do a few screens too. Later. Good wash, but this place is all beat up. You can see I'm finding flakes. But right up here is where my tracks were yesterday. There's like a work piece there. That's the tip off of a point, but it's all beat up. You can see it's fractured there, and it's got an impact down the side. That's a shame. It's Cousteau. You can see this stuff fanned out. The water's dropped. You can see where it goes from my footprints. It's dropped this much, and waves have been hitting it. But like I said, it's pretty beat up here from me looking at all the time. It is. But I'll get back if I see anything else later. I've been working all of this all the way up through here. Sifted a bunch. I did probably 50 screens. It's like 90 degrees. Found all these flakes. Had the potential. Some of them real nice green translucent flakes in here. Got that breaking point laying out. Got a button. I think it's porcelain, but not much. This is the day I went to the dump. I'm just gonna get out of here. I gotta go to Lowe's and stuff and get stuff from my parents, so I'm gonna cut her short. It's not doing too hot anyway. I thought I could maybe get a point, but I did not. It's tough to find this stuff. You gotta be out every day. But anyway, thanks for watching. After this, there'll be more clips of me finding arrowheads or something. It's Tuesday. I'm sifting in here. The water's way down. There's some gravel and stuff laying in here, but I got an artifact. Look at this nice lancet. It's Cousteau chert. It's pretty nice worked edge. That's Amos, an Amos tool. It's really nicely worked through there. You can see it. That's a pretty cool tool. Real classic Cousteau. Edge of that's real sharp. It's used as a knife. Much, but right there's a completely exhausted piece of hematite, a paint stain that they've rubbed down. See how it just kind of fits your fingers there. It's probably just how it was held. Got too small and they threw it down, but right there's the facet. Right there's another facet, but it's low quality hematite. It's just going to disintegrate. I'm going to take it because it was used a long time and it's kind of cool, but not a great find for me. But you can see what I'm doing here. I've been out here for a long time, sifting this stuff right to the base clay, looking through it meticulously, and I've got a lancet and a paint stain. And this is only one spot I've done this. I was up the river farther doing this. There'll be mail call on this and all kinds of stuff. It's rough this time of year, but I have that kayak coming here within a month later. All right, it's a beautiful day, but I've been out here 3 hours and I don't have much. And I got in my back of my boat there to get a drink and left my water at the house. That stinks. I'm gonna go up here and dig some more. I can go without water for a while longer. See if I can't get anything else. You can see how clear and beautiful the sky is. Well, anyway, I'll get back at you later. Is where I sifted that cache of blades with the Amos point and the hafted shaft scraper. I don't know, like a dozen pieces in 1997 and 1998. I got one of the pieces way later on, right in this line, like from about right here. The stuff was just laying up through here, and that's downriver that way. It came out of the bank and it just was trickled down the beach like this, and I sifted it all right in here. And there isn't any doubt, you know, it's a cache, because right there's a flake. Right there's another flake. Look at that. There isn't any doubt it was a cache because of the unique material it was made. It's all made off the same block. You can match up the weird veins in the flint. I always stop in here and do a few screens. If I would find another piece made out of that material right in here that was part of that cache, I'd just take the month off and go on a vacation, because I'd just go nuts. But you know, it's been 20 years, over 20 years. But there might still be some stuff here. I'm gonna look around, do a few more screens till I get so thirsty I can't take it. Yeah, I just wanted to show you this. This is 3 hours worth of sifting. That's all I found. And I kept every flake, but I did get one nice tool. All right, here's a few other little lancet knives. And the edge of these are as sharp as like a razor blade. In some cases, depending on the material, they're as sharp as a surgeon's scalpel. I think that certain kinds of flint, they can be like a couple of atoms thick on the edge. This one would just, it's real high quality Cousteau. You could just cut yourself with that. You could open a box with it, anything you wanted to do. Fillet an animal, a fish, cut pieces of meat off of bone anything. And right here's another piece. It's Crooksville as well. This is a little bit higher quality, but this is still pretty good. And it's all just micro work. You can see this little edge here. This could have been hafted into something like this, a piece of wood or a piece of bone, and used as with a handle on it as a knife, or it could have just been used like this. But you can see that straight edge, how it's been manipulated and worked. It's almost serrated. So that's a good find nonetheless. But that's all I found today, and I don't know, 2 hours or 45 minutes of just straight up sifting as hard as I could go, as many screens as I could do, not taking any breaks, nothing. So this stuff is really hard to find. It just is. You're not going to go out on the river and find points every time. You just are not. These are all recent ones in here. I'll eventually add these into other big type frames and stuff, but I like to keep the stuff out and look at it. I haven't been able to get my mail for a couple months because of this virus. You know, I have older parents, and I have to be really careful what I do because I have to help them out. And I also have lots more mail in the house I haven't even opened. I'm so busy with trying to find arrowheads and this, it's, you know, I'm going for videos every day, so if I don't find nothing, I have to stay out all day. But we're going to go through a few of these now, and I'm going to try to start doing this at the end of the video till I get caught up. A lot of people have sent stuff in, and you know, with all this stuff going on, it's hard for me to be able to even handle this stuff. But I've let this stuff set and I disinfected it, so we ought to be good. This package right here is, here's the letter with it. It says, "Hey Rox, I wanted to send you some stuff as a thank you for your giveaways you do. I won the giveaway with the book and bottles from Mass River Pickers." And right there's the channel, Mass, M-A-S-S, River Pickers. It's a great channel. They find cool bottles, and I think they're back at it now because it's the summer. I watched one of their videos like 4 or 5 days ago. I was so happy when I found out, and it made my day. I think you have the best channel on YouTube, and your hard work and dedication really shows in your videos. I look forward to many more years of watching and learning from your channel. I like to dig bottles and other relics from dumps, and me and my wife also enjoy looking the beach for glass and fossils. The fossils and beach glass came from the shores of Lake Huron in northern Michigan. Man, I really appreciate it, man. And I saw, where, let me see, yeah, back here. I knew there was more to this because I already read it. The spoon was hand carved by me myself before bottle digging became my main hobby. The bottle was picked up in an antique store in Medina, Ohio, when we lived there for a few years. I thought you would like it because it has Marietta, Ohio on the bottom. Have a great day and stay safe. Michigan Digger. This is this guy's channel, so make sure you check him out. He was kind enough to send this stuff in. The spoon is very cool. I really like it. I'm gonna give this to my mom to put down in her house. She has like a spoon collection. I will keep this, and I will keep the bottle. But like I said before, a lot of these, I do this because I like to send stuff to kids, and I like these fossils and the beach glass. The fossils are very cool. There's some really nice shells in here, and some like corals, and I think there's even, you know. And thanks for the bubble wrap, man. I need that for giveaway, send out. But here's the bottle. I'm going to keep this too, since it does have Mariette on it. It says patented July 20th, 1920, Orange Crush Company bottle, 8 fluid ounces, and then on the bottom, Marietta. Oh, I really like it. I don't have this bottle. I have an Orange Crush like this, but I don't have a Marietta one. That's very cool, man. Thank you. And you didn't have to send nothing because you won my giveaway. And anybody that does win them, I don't even expect a thank you. The thank you is that you watch my video. I hope you understand that. That's why I do the giveaways, because you've been watching. You know, I haven't done giveaways, you know, up to this point, really one a month. And, you know, I'm getting a lot of views, so, and I'm making money off of it, so I just think it's the right call. But thank you, man. I'm gonna keep these two things, and these fossils, I'll tell you who they're going to, so you'll know. I'm gonna get a package together for one of these letters. Let me see, I think it's this one right here, the niche family. Right here. This just made my day getting this. It makes it all worth it. Stuff like this. Look at this little guy right here. And look at that big smoker he's got. Look at that point. That looks like a big Ashtabula maybe. And I mean, that looks like it's 3 3/4 inches made out of real high quality flint. Look at the grin on his face. Look down here. Looks like a nice Mississippian point there. Look at these little guys. Hope they keep it up. We're gonna send them some stuff. Here it says, my 5-year-old son Noah loves watching your videos. Wanted to draw you a picture of him and Daddy looking for arrowheads. Hunting arrowheads has become his favorite hobby. The little man can walk the field for hours, hour after hour, so long as Dad brings good snacks. The budding archaeologist can't even describe types like Clovis, Ashtabula, and others. Little man found his first point when he was only 3. His ability to discern work flint is astonishing. Noah runs around the house saying things like G10. My son truly has a knack for finding arrowheads. I tell him it is because he is close to the ground. Keep up the great work, Noah and his daddy. Well, Noah, you're getting a big, right here's Noah. This is going right on my refrigerator, and I'll show you it on the refrigerator with some of the other stuff I've got here after I do a few more of these letters. But I'm gonna send you guys the fossils, and I'm gonna get you some arrowheads together and get you a nice package together, Noah. I hope you enjoy the stuff I send you. I'll look through my stuff and I'll find you some real cool stuff that I know you're gonna like. That's awesome. Thanks for sending that. The way things are going, you know, it's let me see, this is from Diggin Barnes. He won one of my giveaways. Or he wrote in, I can't remember if he won a giveaway or he just wrote in a letter, and I sent him a bunch of stuff. It says, hey Rocks, thank you so much for sending me all these awesome things. They are just so cool. Thank you for being so kind and giving all this great stuff. Here are some nice points from my collection and a marble I found. Thanks, Diggin. P.S. The bone is part of a mammoth tusk. And he sent me a piece of a mammoth tusk. And right here, some little arrowhead tips and nice marble, and I'm gonna put that right in my frame of marbles I'm working on digging. There's a nice little point, and there's like several nice little bird points in there. Very cool from, I believe, Texas. Yes, Texas. It looked like Texas flint to me. I'm good. But anyway, man, cool marble, and it's even got aventurine in it. See the little darker spots in it there? That's aventurine. They're metallic flakes. Metallic green flakes. I like the marble digging, and I like it all. I appreciate it, buddy, but you didn't have to send me nothing. But I hope you like the stuff I sent you. Right here's a bag. I've had this since February. I haven't even had time to look at it, man. I'm just that busy. Daniel Arman, Wooster, Ohio. He sent all kinds of glassware books and stuff. Magazines. Look at this. Man, you didn't have to send this stuff to me, man. But I appreciate it. These are like price guides or something. I don't know if this stuff's for sale. But there's lots of stuff like this in here. All of these old bottles and the Norman Heckler Company. See if there's just so much stuff here that, and I'm not going to be able to read the whole letter on the video. It'll take me an hour. Dan Arman, and has been a bottle digger since 1977. I'm one of the old timers. I love watching your videos and wish I could dig with you, but I am now debilitated with rheumatoid arthritis and other maladies. My bottle digging buddy and myself used to dig dumps in Wayne County, Akron area and surrounding area, and have a good sized collection of fruit and product jars, decorated pottery, inks, and go with. Since I am 73 years old, my wife and I have been downsizing a bit. That being said, I ran across some research articles for Antique Bottle and Glass Collector magazine, which I used to subscribe, and I thought you might like it to have. Well, you know I'd like to have it. I'll read every one of these while I'm in the house, and you sent me all kinds of stuff. I'll read all of this, man, because I need the knowledge on, and that's, I read this when I got it, Dan, but I have to kind of watch my time on these videos, but I want to show you all some of this. He's kept all this stuff with the ball masons and stuff. He's got it all. I'll just put this in my file cabinet, man, and when I need some of this, to look some of this stuff up, I'll have it. See, there's lots of cool stuff in here, and you almost need this kind of stuff on some of these ball masons, because it's hard to find information on them. It is. Granny Cast Kitchen. Here's more information on ball masons, and you know I find a lot of ball masons. I'm sure you know that, Dan. I'm sure you know that. Usually when I'm digging consistently, I find a few of them a day, and some of them are unique, and I don't know what to think of them. You know, most of them are common, but I find some decent ones. But I really like this stuff, man. I appreciate you sending it. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. We'll do another one here, and then I'll have to stop. This is going on over what I want to do per video. I'll have to do the rest of these on another video. It says, Dear Rocks Cousteau, my name is Kathy Ware, recent YouTube subscriber to your channel. Love it. Today was the first time I saw your marble dump treasures. Awesome. My husband Rick and I used to do a lot of arrowhead hunting, but health and age have brought that fun pretty much to a halt. We would take our small collection into our church school's 3rd grade class, usually after they were done with their Native American studies. That was fun. This year I managed to take our collection the week right before the school shut down because of the COVID problem. Usually it was just the 3rd grade class, but this year it worked out to be 2nd and 3rd grades could attend. Interestingly, only 8 kids were in 3rd grade this year. Here is my first question. Could I please purchase 10 of your pottery piece and 10 of a flake, 8 sets for the kids, 1 set for the teacher, and a set for us. Please let me know if you sell items, and if you do, the price. After seeing the awesome marble dump video today, I'm wondering if I could purchase one of the bottles of marbles or just some of the cullets of the marbles for my husband's birthday at the end of May. Rick has some marbles. Rick is taking chemo pills and doing okay. Thank you for your considerations. Your videos make the day. It's almost like being out on the hunt again. Appreciate your site. Blessings, Kathy Ware. Well, Kathy, I give all the marbles to my dad. I haven't sold anything I found, but I'm more into giving stuff away than selling it, and I have to find a trash can of this stuff. I can go pick this stuff up, but it's just, I'm so swamped. It's people like you that can't get out and look. It's why I stay just so focused on this. You know, I don't even associate with any other people. Don't talk to anybody. I just am like focused on getting a video, because I just know how many people are dependent on me, and it's getting easier on me as time goes by. But this is all the cullet I have right here. I have 2 trash cans full of it that are maybe, I don't know, this big of trash cans of real choice stuff, but I think they're up in the top of a building at my parents' house. And there's a whole bunch of stuff packed in front of it. I looked in there, but it'll take me a week to move all the stuff out to get to it. I can go over there and pick it up, but the place I'll have to go at certain times when after rains I can pick up some of it. But I do have this, and I've got to get some other packages sent out, but I was glad to send you any of this if you want it. There's not some bad stuff here. It's all Marble King glass cullet from the factory. Some of it's kind of cool, but I had a whole bunch more of it, but I already sent it away to people for free. And it's a pretty good haul for me to go get it. Here's some pieces. I guess I could get you enough here to at least put with your collection. So I'll get this stuff. You can contact me, just email me. My email is, if you need my email, just comment on this video. But with the pottery, I can find it. You know, I just gave away that big frame of pottery, and it was about all I had other than my one huge frame in my personal collection. I have one big frame, and all the other stuff that I've found, I've just given it away to people that have written in, or in giveaways. Like that last giveaway, I give away that frame. I don't find a lot of it, but I find enough of it here within, I probably have 10 pieces in the console of my car that I found in the past week. Just get a hold of me. I can send you some pictures, but I don't want any money. I just don't want to go that route with starting to sell stuff. I don't want to. I want to find stuff and preserve it and try to get it to the right places when I'm gone all together as a group, and I don't want to disperse my good stuff. But I can go to that midden, I think, and probably dig a whole frame of pottery in one day, and it'll still have the shell tempering in it. Now we'll get on to this letter, and we'll do the rest of them in the next video, because I'm sure I'm probably on 10 minutes now. This guy is from a guy from Marietta, Al Bell. Hi, my name is Al. I'm not too far from you. I'm at the end of Colgate. I like watching your videos and wish I were younger. I am a disabled vet. Thank you for your service, Al. I mean that. Back in my younger days, I dug tons of bottles, insulators, and mason jars. If I wasn't working on the farm, I was out in the summer. I would walk many miles hunting ginseng and made my spending money. In the winter, I would trap red and gray fox, mink, beaver, and others. Back when they had the fur auctions up at McConnellsville, you could get $100 per red, $75 per gray fox. Beaver were $1 per inch. If you had a 60-inch beaver, you had $60. Also, while trapping, I was also on the hunt for arrowheads in the creeks and cornfields. Most anymore, I fish a little, also metal detect. I have an Ace 350. It's not the greatest, but that I have. My most recent find is a 925 sterling silver heart with diamond chips on the front. Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad indeed. I would like to meet with you. Maybe we can find a couple arrowheads or horse trade for something. I hunt online a lot. I've come up with a couple lost treasures in the area. Who knows? Clean up. If you don't want to give me the time of day, that's fine. Well, Al, it's not. I don't live in Marietta, buddy. I just have like a house there, an apartment there I can crash at, but I'm never there. When I picked up my mail here, when I was down there, I went to Lowe's in Marietta, and you know, I'm close to almost 2 hours away now from Marietta, Al. I don't look for anything around Marietta, really. I'm clear up by around Wheeling and the border of Pennsylvania, and when I get my kayak, I'll be giving you shots of Three Rivers Stadium. It's just, that's where I'm looking. I just have a couple properties down there, and that's why I get my mail there. I have to go there, and that's just where I haven't switched my mail stuff over, but it's going to be switched. But you can email me, man. I'm not much of a phone talker, but you can email me. I can post my email address down under this video here, and it's up on the top in one of the sections at the top of the page for everybody, if you know where to look, under contact or I think maybe info. But yeah, I'd maybe be up for when I'm down there again. It'll probably be another month before I can get my mail. It's been 2 months on this one, and with this virus, I just hate to be around anybody. I would go dig bottles with you or something, but I tell you what, Al, finding the arrowheads is hard, buddy. We could both go out for a week and not find nothing this time of year. I was out for 3 hours today and found one lancet, and you know, the last 2 trips I went out, I found a few points this week, but I look every day, and you know, I'm blanking this time of year. I mean, I'm blanking to the point of, you know, and it's 90 degrees with 90% humidity. I weigh like 215 now. If I keep this up and don't keep eating, I'll be down into the 170s again, just from the heat and the digging. It'll put the hammer on you. I'm going to keep my weight on this year though. But I'll do the rest of these letters. I just wanted to acknowledge that people were sending me in stuff, and I'm making an effort to do this, but you know, I'm going to have to go disinfect myself now from handling this, just out of respect for my parents. I'm going to have to get down there and help them. I had to mow and work for them today, like I said, and spray bug spray and stuff and weed killer, and I'm around them, so I can't be around anybody else. And my dad's sick, and if he gets this virus, it's over. You know, it's over. And how would I feel if that happened? Regardless, you know, even going around anybody elderly and giving them this. I don't want to get it. I don't want to pass it on. I just want to stay healthy and stay away from everybody for right now. But I am going to need, you know, I'm happy. Bottle digging is tough. Arrowhead hunting is tough. It's the hardest work you'll ever do. It's about like digging graves all day, no matter what the temperature. And after you get done with one, if you don't find anything in that grave, you got to go dig another one, and then another one, and then another one. And it's not fun if you're not finding anything, but it is if you are, and that's what keeps me going. You know, hopefully this week I'll go every day, and hopefully I find one nice Amos point. Hopefully I find one nice pentagonal, or like a nice big sandy or something. And you know, that last big sandy I found tickled me to death. It's a little better than average, but you know, it's not my greatest find, but I'll take anything this time of year. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this mail call, and put down in the descriptions, you know, if you want me to keep doing this, or you want me to, I don't know how to go about this, to tell you the truth. I don't know if you guys like seeing this or not. I still got a couple more multiples here, and I got a stack of them this high in the house. I got to get on it, and it's hard for, you know, how can I write back to all these people? I just can't do it. I just can't, and it makes me kind of feel bad. It does. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. Not many finds, I'm sorry, but that's this time of year, and I'll have a motorized kayak here within about a month, so the finds will be doubled or tripled, maybe even more than that, because I can really travel to a bunch of sites now per day. The rowing's killing me. But anyway, later. Alright, here's the frame of marbles I'm working on. I put the 2 in there that I found in this video, and Deegan Barnes, he won one of my giveaways, sent me one he found, and it's in here too. It's right there. So it's coming along. I only need about, say, a dozen, and it'll be packed. There's some nice ones in there. I like a green one right there. There's that like Peerless Patch Pee-wee. There's some cool ones. We've got a shooter, couple that glow. I only got one shooter, one 3/4 inch. You know, there's some nice ones in there. There's some Ravenswood, I would guess, Peltiers, maybe a couple Champion agates, some Marble Kings, and Vitro agates. And I would say that covers them. But some of them, I don't know what they are. You always find a few like that. But anyway, that's it on this one. There'll be other videos here at the end you can watch with way more finds. Sorry I didn't find as much this time. I've been trying. Later.